today, we have a very special guest. That's been my guy for a long time. He been making the craziest shit in the city. Then he transitioned into sewing and shit like that, and he just get better every year. He get more creative with these ideas and these clothes, and I'm proud to be a friend of this guy. I would like to introduce y'all to the owner of Always Working, Aaron. What's good, bro? Good to see you, bro. How you feeling? I'm good. Did you fuck with that intro?
That was hard.
I'm trying to listen, bro. I'm trying to keep shit real organic. I'm not even trying to think too much on like just how I'm trying to navigate through the whole interview thing. I want to be known for my organicness with the show and shit like that. So, I just want to start with that. And we located in Hooper House right now in your shop. How does it feel to? We can start with that. How does it feel to have this? What do you call it? Because I call it a store sometimes. I call it a shop. What do you call it?
Yeah, this is my first flagship location.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal. I think it's the reality of it hits me in waves. You know what I mean? We get so engulfed in like the production and just trying to have stuff here that just having them times to just sit in the space and acknowledge, the time we put in. And I feel like it represents like, an actual landmark. I've been doing this like damn near 10 years for real.
You ever sat in here before and just like cried, looked around, cried and shit?
I won't say cried,
had
but
one
like,
of them little moments. You know what niggas had them moments where they just be looking at us.
No, like when
hit the Will Smith. Hit the Will Smith on him.
When there wasn't nothing in here, like in the beginning when I first got keys and when I was making my decision on, what room I was gonna have, I would just come in here and sit for real and try to envision, what was gonna be here and how I was gonna approach the space. It's like one of the smallest rooms in the house for real.
Yeah.
So I spent a lot of time just like, thinking about that.
Yeah, and it's like I wish y'all can see like the other side of the flagship store because you got a bed in here. When you walk in this motherfucker, it feel like it's like a room, but it's not. I don't know. It's sometimes it gives me like New York vibes. I remember living in New York and room would be like this. My ex room would low key be like this.
Sure.
So it's crazy to see like a lot of this stuff come to life. Whether or not you visioned this when you like years back, before, like it's good to see that my niggas is doing shit like this and just making like we producing real matter.
Yeah,
this is matter. This shit is
actually
existing
here.
in
It
space.
ain't no,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't gotta pull up somebody's hood no more. Pop the trunk.
Exactly. Like niggas really got a whole space now, and I'm like, I be trying to tell niggas like spaces are important. Like one of my goals is to really get a studio space because people don't know like how much work you can get done if you had that at your own convenience and just the synergy behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna have plenty of talks about you, Josh, and Akile, but just y'all being in this space, not only having y'all own space, but like I explained with Maurice or Shido or anybody in basement rap, like shit really about synergy, especially when you have any kind of space, whether it's a studio space, niggas can get so much done in the space and even think of ideas and be like, oh, like let's just do this, like we can just knock this out right now. Like putting so many minds together in one space is just a good thing to have. Like so I'm really big on synergy and just trying to find like a studio space nowadays. It don't even have to be for this, like specifically for this or that, but just having one so shit can really get done and niggas can find places to link up. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas don't be having places to really link up no more, and that's be like the real issue. But I want to start with my first question that I had like written down and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But where did Always Working come from? Like we had a lot of names of brands with very like simple, straight to the point names, especially in Baltimore, and I feel like AW is still existing throughout the string of time and evolving as well. It's like some wine for real. It's like as the brand gets better, the name gets stronger and stronger. So, um, yeah, where did you get Always Working from?
I think it came from a few different places, but primarily just my inspiration of brands that were able to stand the test of time. And I bring up like Stussy and Supreme a lot because I mean they've been around the longest as within the streetwear space.
Mm.
But I think another thing was like it just I just kept writing it for whatever reason. I would be at work literally just writing it in cursive as one word specifically. Like I like the way it looked as one word, like no
Mm.
space. Um, and I had other people telling me like, you need to find something in French and like
Oh,
make that be your
when a nigga
brand.
start hitting you with that French shit, that you told you like it's lost.
And I'm
Niggas thinking
like,
back, like thinking way back in the early 2000s and shit. Like I can't stand that shit. But I mean,
but it's like if, for whatever reason, a foreign name adds like a sense of luxury
yeah,
to it or
luxury and value
aspiration.
and yeah.
But and some of the brands that I looked at growing up were, more aspirational, but in the luxury space, but that wasn't never really my life. Like I could admire it,
Mm.
but I was talking to somebody the other day, like one thing that stayed kind of consistent in my life was like my dad work band.
Yeah,
Like we
what?
had my father's work band. Like we had many like ups and downs in life. Like he had nice cars, etc. But whether we had that or not, he always had that work band. That was pretty significant to me. Also, in like naming my brand, what I named it, because I
And
feel in ways like I'm like this is my way of like communicating to him through my work for real.
mm.
You know what I mean?
And what was like the work van? Was it like
It's
was it
like
like one of them vans with
like an
the
Astro
ads and
van.
okay.
Like yeah, he used to be like a cable guy. He did wiring and all of that. He
Okay,
used to
so I
give
had the I
people
had
like
yeah, honestly.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
tough. That's tough. That's
like
tough.
he used to give people like the hookup on the cable and all that.
No,
But
that's
yeah,
yeah, I fuck with that. And yeah, that name like it that name always stood out to me in a way where I like even when I first met you and I was seeing, I'm like, all right, this is that the name is so simple. It's so simple, and that's like I got to know you, and not even in a bad way. Like you see all types of names that's like very simple and to the point, but your shit just like kept getting better and better and better, and you got more creative, more innovative with your shit.
I
And
appreciate that.
I don't know, like my questions all over the place, but I feel like this is going to segue into this other question I had. But like, when did you transition into like? Well, I already know this answer, but this is for the
You
audience.
know,
But when did you transition into suing? Because I feel like that skill like catapulted you to a
mm,
whole nother like level for
I
real, and
appreciate
like
that.
um it's very significant in your line of work because now when people see your shit, not only do they see what the printed tees or this or that, you got pillows, hats, booty shorts, sweatpants, vests. You know what I'm saying? Like you going crazy with it. So like, yeah, what made you want to transition into that?
So I did this collab with the kid Larry
Mm-hmm.
or Elijah,
Mm-hmm.
in 2019. Like I had all these T-shirts like overstock because I started, working at a print shop, and that gave me the ability to kind of cut like the middleman out and start to get my hands on a lot of production, which removed like a lot of that cost out of the picture. And like I get kind of overzealous, so I was printing way too much stuff. Like I had
Mm-hmm.
almost 300 shirts,
Damn.
and it dawned on me that I don't think I've ever really been able to sell apparel that well, but accessories I've been pretty successful with, like hats, bags, and things of that nature. But Larry was somebody who was able to take like more of uh, alternative approach to what I was doing already. Like I approached him like, yo, I think we should like make a tote bag. I just noticed how frequent people was wearing tote bags in the scene or whatever. I think that was around the time I was like actually starting to get out and hang around people and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when we did that, and we kind of locked in. I think we made 10 bags, and he didn't want to do it no more because he was like, "Yo, it kind of I think in some way it inspired him to put some more energy into his brand." And I couldn't get him on the phone for like 3 months, and then he hit me back in like November or something. We ran another 10, but and I think I mean we kind of let that settle, and I got back into just releasing other things, and then COVID happened, and I actually lost my job, and I was trying to figure out how I was even ready to make money, as many people were at the time. Unemployment wasn't hitting for nothing. I'm like, yo, I got trash, bills to pay still. But he had moved to New York, and he wasn't with what was going on. He wasn't coming back down at that time. But he forwarded me to somebody named Amani, and she helped me make like face masks. Okay. And we was running those. I've made over 50 face masks.
Yeah, so I think I remember. Yeah, that was like one of the first things I remember you made. Yeah, the tote bags, because you made me a couple tote bags. I don't know if it was for my tour. I don't think it was for my tour.
That was in 21. Yeah, when you had the tour tees.
Yeah, and I remember those. But yeah, I think it was the face mask that was like the first thing that we was doing. Yeah. But it's good, Brody. Hey y'all. Who was you talking to? We got Styles in here. Say what's up.
You walked in with the piece. What they're like, bro, man. Hey yo. But yeah. Tote bags, face masks.
Face masks.
We did the face masks and COVID, and like I low key be working the shit out of people for real. I'm kind of like again overzealous, so I'm trying to do as much as possible. Yeah. Anytime, like as soon as I get locked in,
I feel like I'd be overzealous and scatterbrained, and that's just not a good combination. It's not a good combination.
We running like damn near 12-hour days, and she like, you actually need to start sewing. Like I don't even understand why you're not doing this. You know what I mean? So I think toward the end, like she actually started having me do the patchwork style that y'all see me doing now. Because that's what I've been doing since I did the bags with Larry, and I just showed her, and I would actually pin the fabrics and hand them to her to do the sewing. So that was the only part. Even when Larry and I were making the bags, I was pinning everything exactly how I wanted it, because I'm like super meticulous for real. So even back then, the only thing I wasn't doing was the actual sewing. And she kind of handed that off to me, and then my grandmother was a seamstress. She used to work at London Fog when they were here. She was like a production manager. She gave me a lot of pointers. I think the first thing I actually made completely by myself was a dog leash and a collar. And then from there, I mean, the time that I had in COVID, I partly think that's the reason why my work ethic and the way that I work is damn near unrealistic in today's time, because I had so much time to just do whatever. But yeah, I think I had a mind for like, okay, I could do this now, I could do that. And it gave me complete control. Like you could make a piece from scratch essentially when you sew.
Yeah. So, and that's all I took from it. I'm like, listen, once you master that shit, nigga, you can make anything. Literally, you can make anything, nigga. You at the 15 minutes. So I can see that you're very family oriented. Like out of all my friends, I think you, Maurice, probably that's it. Like y'all really make that time for like family publicly though. And when I say that, like it's in ways where it's like I could be like, yo, what you doing? Maurice like, I'm on my way to my uncle. I'm on my way to my father's house. See, check on my brother. But like it's so many instances like where I would catch that. Like if I had like a counter for the times he like doing some shit like where it's like that a scenario, it's like a whole bunch. Or I'm like, what you on for the weekend? What you doing? I might go in my father's house. Check out. I might go like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like those little niches for real, like both of y'all got them, but y'all make that time for family. Even like, when I see posts with you, your cousins, your moms, all of that shit, like that shit is important, and I really love that shit about y'all. But I'm not so I'm not saying that nobody don't be doing that, but I feel like everybody need that energy and
Yeah,
tapping in with family that add fuel to the like just add fuel to the drive. But do you believe that just being like tapped in with family in a certain way, like do you feel like that adds fuel to your drive?
absolutely. I mean, I had a point in my life, I want to say like 2022,
Mm-hmm.
where being with my family on Sundays inspired damn near everything I made for like several months.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's when I brought like them sign language crew necks out because my family wear my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just seeing them in it. When I made the gummo, the bunny ear hat, like I intended to make beanies just for my little cousins. They triplets. They was born on Christmas. Like that
Mm-hmm.
was their gift. Like I was giving them beanies, and then you responded to my story like, "Yo, I need one with the ears on it." So like that's how that idea even came too. But yeah, man, just being around my family and seeing how they interact with my stuff. Um, I told somebody recently like just going back to my grandmother's house like is like a reset button. You know what I mean?
I feel that. I feel
Yeah.
that in so many ways.
Yeah.
Like when I was dealing with my situation in 2021, with that show shit and people was trying to cancel me. Like even before then, I wasn't the closest. Like I was close with my family and like I got a small family on my mother's side. You know what I'm saying? Like we all, small Korean family, and that's it. Like we got our uncle and everything, but we kind of just like stick to that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I even on my father's side, like I wasn't seeing my family like that because I was so into like my work and my music and getting a lot of shit done that I just miss out on birthdays or
Yeah.
like the summer little holidays or cookouts or this or that or like not going to my grandmother's house like before all of that was going on. And my grandmother was alive around that time,
Mm-hmm.
but like it like when they was trying to cancel me and all of that and like um I deleted my Instagram and shit like that, and I just started just to chill with family because
Yeah.
it's like my all my opportunities was kind of like stripped away from me. Nobody want to talk to me, so I was kind of like just in this like exile like space where I had nothing else but to go to my
Yeah.
family. And once I was doing that, it it gave me like a certain kind of healing. Like I wasn't fully healed, but it gave me a certain healing that just gave me some motivation. And even talking to my grandmother about all of that and her like just giving me motivation, and just a lot of clarity with that, just it just fueled me in a certain
Yeah.
way. And um even like when she passed, that that shit just like it just builded the fuel. And I had moved to my grandmother's house. Like I was gonna move to LA,
Mm-hmm.
end up getting locked up. So I just spent my time here
Yeah.
and staying with my grandmother. And she gone, she passed away. Rest in peace,
Rest
grandma.
in peace.
So it's I'm living with my cousin and my aunt now,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool. But we live in the trenches. I'm living back like
I
at my
live right. I
grandmother's
live in
space.
the
You know what I'm
area.
saying? But
I'm
I'm just
around over
saying
there.
like just moving back there,
Yeah.
moving back in that neighborhood. It's me at this age and seeing everything like how it is now compared. It's just so different. It's
Mm-hmm.
so different for me. And just being in that house, even when I was making the Peggy album, um, it was a whole spiritual thing with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's just like I don't know, like I don't know how it would be if I wasn't living in there for real. So I'm very blessed and very
Yeah. That's a
grateful to just
blessing,
be in that
man.
type of space and just to be with my family every day because it wasn't always like that. I literally like uh so right now I'm helping my mother out with this job, and I had to get that job after all of that shit
Yeah.
for real. But I'm helping her out so I get to be around my mother. I'm staying with my aunt and my cousin, so I get to be around them. And this is like the most I've ever been around family in a while. So I've been doing that since like what 2021. And I'm just grateful for it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like God be working in mysterious ways, and that's one of the things that he wanted me to see for real, for real.
Yeah, give you that time.
Yeah, but I felt like just being around family, and I just see y'all. I've been seeing y'all on that, you know what I'm saying, and that's one thing like I really fuck with about y'all. You already was talking about the design with Maurice, then that's like by far like one of my favorite designs, like the sign language
Yeah,
joints.
yeah, yeah.
But what inspired that?
In 2018, it might have been 2019, but
Mm,
I had set out I wanted to push out a graphic a week
mm,
for August, and that was gonna be like August, like AWGUST. I wanted to like brand it that way, but that was actually the first design I came up with, and I really just wanted to find something that was like kind of gaudy and like attention grabbing, and um, I like to play with things that aren't super complex and stuff we see all the time.
mm,
You know what I mean? And sign language, I felt like it spoke to how I felt at the time, like not being heard and like having to show somebody like what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And putting it that big on the back of the shirt, kind of scrambling it up so that you actually have to read and
yeah,
figure out what it is. Um, yeah, I don't know. It just stuck. And to this day, people stop and like ask, or they have
yeah.
some connection to ASL. Like so
Mm.
many people either have gone to school for sign or learning sign or teach sign themselves. So
Just really fuck with that shirt
yeah,
or the hoodie. Yeah, and I believe like was that a part of like the shoot that you had all of us in?
yeah, that was
Yeah,
me dropping. Not, I mean, I dropped the shirts, but I had to
they
do
was the
that
hoodies
shoot.
though, right? It
Yeah,
was
we
the,
did hoodies, and like that was inspired by just like gully, like New York
mm,
'90s staircase, like hip hop inspiration, and another kind of metaphor that was there is like everybody I picked for the shoot was like my ears, just even getting into clothing. You know,
mm,
that attachment, like music and clothing go hand in hand. So like
yeah.
me coming up watching y'all made me want to find my lane within like this creative space. You know what I mean? And that's why
Facts, facts. And
yeah,
I will. It was that's what's going to segue into my next question because I was going to ask, what's your favorite shoot or your favorite project to date? Because mine's was that shoot right there, and it was just such a vibe. We was all in Logan's staircase. Logan probably was like a little nervous because we was smoking and shit in there, and like all the homies was just in there. We was deep
yeah.
as shit too, so
And
you know,
that I could say it was that one because it wasn't even. I wanted it to be kind of that grand, but it wasn't really about to be like that. I think I only hit like 9 of y'all. It ended up being like 13, 14, 15 people because Ice had also did a music video,
yeah.
and like it just worked out that way. You know what I mean?
Mm,
I
man,
haven't
that shit
really
was
done too
fire.
many shoots, and that's something I'm trying to do more of.
Mm.
But wow, I really gotta think about outside. I can't really pinpoint one outside of that, but I'm really proud of that one. I honestly wish that Dusty was in that one though. Honestly,
Bro, what? He
yeah.
wasn't in that? Damn. I felt like everybody was in there. Yeah, it was except for Dutchy. Was DZ in that?
DZ, Buffalo,
Damn.
Soda Ice, Al, Goody even was in it.
What? For real?
Yeah, yeah,
Yo.
yeah.
No, that's crazy. All right. I don't even got that many questions in my phone, but like at that point when I be running out of questions, I kind of freestyle with it.
Okay, I feel
But
you.
I do want to talk about Under Armour. And is this like kind of like the first um is these like the first shipment of like clothes that somebody like sending to you as
Ever,
far as it's like for real?
ever. I ain't never got nothing in the mail. Like I remember it's funny because like I'm thinking about like when I started my brand like 14, 15. I think everybody's still on Snapchat and all that. We watching like the earlier social media influencers get like packages and stuff, and they'll be
Mm,
like, "Thank you, Nike." And you
yeah.
might buy some shoes yourself and be like, "Thank you, Nike" on your story or something. But now, like actually getting it is crazy.
No, it's
Yeah,
it's
it's the first.
definitely, yeah, it's definitely a good feeling. Like I'm I ain't new to this shit, and I'm always appreciate free clothes, and I'm always appreciate just killing it, killing the pieces. So listen, publicly, if y'all want to send us some clothes, you know what I'm saying? Send it to us.
Yeah, I already had
And
to get a PO box in for
we're
real.
doing right. My boy about to get the PO box, but you know, hit our DMs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get the links either on the intro or the outro of this. Hit our DMs. Let us know what's up. Send it to us because we always willing to promote. I'm always willing to have like little things in front of the interview so we can promote and shit like that. So you know, hit your boy up, hit me up. But with Under Armour, you know, it's an amazing thing. Under Armour, obviously, you know, located in Baltimore. Um, one of the representatives, one of our homies, Corey, you know, be hooking us up. So shout out Corey. And yeah, it's I feel like right now is just a good time to be just dabbling around and you know just having fun with different brands and just surrounding yourself around things like this, whether you know we see it as like something simple like just getting clothes, or you know we getting clothes and we like, all right, what am I about to put together with this, because
Right.
that's what it's really about when you getting free shit. Like I just want to explain to y'all this: everybody don't really deserve free shit. Everybody don't deserve free shit. So when you see it on somebody, don't be feeling like, you know, entitled and shit like that. Cause you know, it don't work like that. And we really giving these clothes to style them up, to make them look good for people to grab them. All right. That's what literally like they send shit to people for. You know, either you look good, you know how to put shit together, or you got a following to where as though they send you your shit and the shit is exposed to a bigger platform. Where's them niggas putting them fits together, inspiring the youth? All right, send it to us
Yeah.
though. Love y'all.
Yeah, it's just nice to be acknowledged though. Cause like, you know, the brand is from Baltimore,
Mm-hmm.
and the first brand activation I ever been to in Baltimore was actually a New Balance event early last year for Shane. You know, and I don't understand why they not doing that in our city. It's more than enough
Yeah,
creatives here.
yeah.
You know
Shout
what
out
I
to
mean?
Shan. I
Absolutely.
really love that New Balance event. That was
Yeah.
like one of my favorite events I've been to, where you know they just present something on that scale in Baltimore. 'Cause I don't think you know we really don't get a lot of that shit.
Nah. And like
But
we gotta go to DC for stuff like that. You
exactly,
know what I mean?
exactly, which is crazy. But what do you think? Who could you see as a you know I wouldn't say a potential collaborator, but like as far as a dream collaborator, whether you know niggas hit you to make shoes or whatever.
Um IKEA.
I like that. That's and that
Um
sound realistic too. That sound real realistic.
IKEA. I feel like I had a list in my mind. Um Shoot, Sesame Street. I got
I'm
the
fucking with
Elmo
it.
connection.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
you
fucking with it.
know,
Yeah.
the original voice of Elmo was my mother's neighbor growing up. So I would love to be able to do like some official, you know, merch to tie back to
Damn,
like
that's a
current
good fact.
station.
That's a good fact. That's
Yeah.
a Snapple fact right there. Yeah, that's hard, yo.
Yeah, man.
You heard her actually talk in that voice?
Yeah, like when I was a kid. It's been a
How
long
are
time.
you? I don't even know how I talk like that shit.
Hey,
How do I
yo.
talk like that, nigga? No, that's fire, bro. That's too fire. Let me see what timing we are. Where we at?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
5 minutes left on the battery.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. So I mean, we really got the full spec of the time in the interview and everything. You know, it's been amazing. I do wish I had some more questions for real, for real. I don't know why I'm looking at this trophy in the back. It looked like a wrestling trophy, but I remember you did.
The thinker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the miniature thinker. That shit fire.
Let me see that thing.
Yeah, he did something just a while back. Even he did a collab with Soda too. He did a
Yeah, he
he
was
did a
telling me
crazy
that was
collab
his
with Soda.
favorite tea. So I had my homegirl Ivana like draw him like this. But above like a pit of Crocs, you
Mm.
know, the Time of the Top Croc album. That's actually one of my favorite tees.
Where
Um, as well as like the Ice, the two phones working, like we flipped the
oh
always working
yeah,
logo.
I
Just doing
remember
both
that.
of them. Like I printed them shirts like right before the show. And those were still hot from the dryer.
Damn. Yeah, I gotta get back
um,
on my merch game, bro.
yeah, man,
I'm
that's
trying to get
like,
some more
you
shit.
know, one of my favorite things to do for real is like I would love to make album cover artwork, you know, and then package like a whole rollout.
Yeah, no shit,
Um,
man. I mean, no, bro. We can do something. But yeah. Well, I feel like we got over 30 minutes, right, Maurice?
Definitely, yeah.
Where, but yo, it's Bush Dawson here. This was our fourth episode of Who Is You Talking To? This is the most organic show on the planet. I'm stamping it right now, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? And we interviewing the best creators, the coolest people in the city. Don't count us out. Do your knowledge, do your research, and get inspired. Make some action out here. Set initiatives. That's what it's all about in this life, all right? And have fun with it. I got my boy Aaron with you. Make sure y'all follow him on all platforms. Let him know where you at on Instagram or anywhere on the internet.
yeah, I'm AW by AAU on Instagram. The website is averagedayjob.com. You can follow me at AaronUnemployed, AARON. You know how I spell the other part of that word. Um, yeah.
And make sure y'all follow us. Who is you talking to on Instagram? Butch Dawson on YouTube. I got the side channel. Who is you talking to? So make sure you follow the Butch Dawson channel, subscribe to it, download Sanity, and just get all this content. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping a lot of content, so I need to get up. I need to get up there. Make sure I get the 3,000 subscribers, and make sure Who Is You Talking To page on Instagram get up to 200 follows. We really try and go out. We really trying to level up every episode. We gonna get better with this shit. But that's all I want to say. I don't know if I'm forgetting anything. Make sure y'all follow us and subscribe on YouTube. Shout out to Basement Rat. Shout out to Hooper House. Shout out to Aaron. Always working. My boy Maurice holding us down on the camera.
Already.
And I'll see y'all on next episode. We got another special guest for the next episode. We got some surprises for y'all. So y'all stay tuned. It's your boy Bush Dawson. Who's you talking to? Peace out.